G'day and welcome to MuzoHub. This is episode 18 and thanks for all your support out there. It's good to have so many people watching and giving us good comments, etc. And we're looking at improving even more by bringing in, as well as local artists, bringing in some more major artists too to help support the local artists. So we're still right behind the local artists, but we're looking at bringing in a couple of more major artists. So we'll be letting you know really soon about that. Just a couple of notes. We aren't live streaming this week or for the next couple of weeks. We've had an issue, as anybody who's tried to watch the stream the last couple of weeks would notice the audio is breaking up, and it turns out it's a fault in the laptop. So until I can afford to get another laptop, we'll be won't be doing a live streaming, but it will be back soon. And better move on to our show tonight. And on our show tonight, our very special guest is Mr. Bill Barber. G'day, Bill. How are you?
Yeah.
And Bill's got his mate Brad, who helps him out at most gigs now. Is that correct?
Yeah, mostly. I tend to sound better when he's playing with me.
Oh, excellent. Drummers always help. I used to be a drummer, so one time. Now I'm a bass player, but that's another story. Bill, what's your first memories of music? How did you? What got you interested in music? How did you start?
I think it was Dad to start off with. He's got an amazing music collection at home, and he always played me stuff when I was little. I never really took notice of it, but when I got to about 12, 13, I started looking through all this stuff and started saying, "Oh, have you heard this?" And he goes, "Of course I do. It's my collection." And yeah, that was the first.
Yeah. So, so is it all blues? Your influence, or is it? Or what would you call your style? Is it blues basically?
Yeah, blues based.
Yeah.
I guess it's very heavily blues influenced.
Okay.
I like a lot of Celtic music.
Okay. Yep.
And I've had lessons in jazz and a few other things, so I don't know if it comes through or not, but blues is the main thing that I focus on.
That was the next question I was going to ask you, actually. Have you self-taught? You're basically self-taught, or you've had lessons and a combination, is it?
Yeah, but kind of what I play for myself is pretty much self-taught. I've been taught a few techniques and things like that, but not much that I can say that I use too much, or that I can see that I use. I probably do. Yeah, if teachers are there, thanks to all my teachers. But yeah, I don't know. I think I've just kind of took everything that I've seen on TV or heard, or like most musicians do, and put it all together into something.
Combine them, yeah. So you're only 17 years of age. Which is amazing. When I watch you play, you'll be all treated to this later if you haven't seen Bill. But how many years have you actually been playing? When did you start? How old?
I started really early. I think earliest I can say was about 4.
Yeah.
That I remember. I've been messing around with guitar up until I was about 12 or so, and then I really decided to get serious with it.
That's amazing, 4. And wow, I feel it makes me feel really slick. I don't think I started till I was about 15 or something. So that's fantastic, and it definitely shows too in your ability and your maturity for your age too. So, so when did you first play out live? In front of an audience. Did you always play at home, or did you start going out straight away, playing out straight away? Or
I always played at home. I think. It's almost as much about the music as it is performing for me. I love getting up in front of people and doing my thing, and having people appreciate what I do. It's a great feeling. So I don't know, I've been performing for pretty much as long as I've been playing guitar.
It's amazing. That's
great. Taking a chance to do it.
So other than your dad, who's your influences? Oh, your dad's music, Did your dad play at all, or no?
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't play. Does any of your family play music?
My mum sings a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, not really.
Yeah. So who would you say is your main influences as far as those records you used to listen to, or what you listen to now?
Well, as most guys discover in blues, you start off with your Robert Johnsons and your Sunhouse, and you get a bit louder with Clapton and all those guys. But for me, the real kicker was the Aussie guys, Jeff Atchison, Lloyd Spiegel, Phil Manning, amazing guitar player. And of course Dutch.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you've got Jeff Atchison around here a fair bit at the moment, playing and doing some lessons. I see too. He's giving people in, so he's amazing. Songwriting. Have you been writing your own songs for long, or do you do mainly covers?
Yeah, I do mainly covers at the moment. I've started writing a bit more. I don't know, I'd say in the past year or so.
Yeah.
I think for young people it's harder to write about things because most of the best songs are out of experience.
Life experiences, yeah.
And for young people, it's kind of, it's hard to not write songs about, angsty, depressive teenage stuff about how nobody understands them and things like that. So I had to break out of that first. Yeah,
excellent. That sounds like definitely a line for a blues song, though. And I'm just going to run into the Bendigo Blues and Roots. You're involved with them.
Yeah.
And I saw the other week we were out at the Big Hill Winery at Big Hill Vineyard, and you're out there, and they launched the Lazenby Young Blues Guitarist Award. Yeah, I just wondered what you thought about that.
It's a great thing that they're doing for, especially, I've only been in Bendigo for 3 months or so. Yeah. So I haven't really met everybody in the community and things like that. But it's a great initiative for young guitar players to kind of come out of the woodwork and really, I don't know.
Just to encourage the young ones to be out there, and there's probably a lot of them playing. There's a lot
of
home.
There's a lot of kids playing in their bedroom, and you never know how good they are until they actually get out there. So something like this is a great thing to let them. Yeah,
and that nice American Strat that they've got up there. Yeah, it'd be
that's always
a bit of encouragement for them to get into this, I suppose. Yeah. For anybody out there that's wanting to know a bit more about the competition, it's if you go to bendigobluesandroots.com.au, they have got all the details on there, and basically you have to just do a little video. It can be just done on a little handy cam at home, as far as I know. It can be in your kitchen, or it could be you out playing, and upload it to YouTube, and they then they get a link from you, and they play it. And but if you want to know more details, just go to bendigobluesandroots.com.au. Okay, back to Bill and Brad. We're going to talk to Brad for a second, I suppose. So, yeah, so how did you get involved, Brad, with Bill? Is it just a real recent thing, is it?
Yeah, it was really recent. Yeah. The last month. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
He came up to me at the school.
Okay, yeah.
Basically said, hey, I've got a gig. Would you like to play?
Yeah.
And from then on.
Yeah, so there's the kind of music you're interested in, or is it?
Actually, no.
No, but...
This is new to me.
Yeah, to
blues.
You. Yeah.
I used to just play various music and basically just whatever I wanted, whatever I thought that sounded cool, and then started playing with Bill. And
so you're enjoying it now, though?
Yeah.
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 It's
different, but it's good.
Definitely sounds good having the drums in there. With it just really suits, gives it a little bit more drive. Not that you've got plenty of drive anyway, but it just gives that little bit more. So gigs, where can people catch you other than watching you play later tonight on the show?
Well, I've got this weekend. I'll be playing it on Saturday. I've got the Recycled Roots Festival.
Oh, yep.
Which is people showcasing all these instruments they've made out of cigar boxes and biscuit tins. I think I've even seen bedpans.
Yeah, no, that sounds fantastic. So that's at the gold mines, is it?
Yeah. I'll be playing some of my dad's instruments.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, so your dad's built some. Yeah. Even though he doesn't play, he
doesn't play, but he builds some very cool stuff.
Yeah.
So,
excellent. What sort of thing can you let out? Is it something you can let out? What sort of instrument? What it'll look like what you're playing if your dad's?
I'll be playing one cigar box, and I've got. It's very hard to describe. It's like it's a cross between a Lazenby lap steel and a resonator, I suppose.
Excellent.
It hasn't got a cone in it, but it's metal body, and it's got the F holes and completely hollow neck.
Sounds like you've got a very talented dad there too.
Yeah.
It's good to have that.
It's not bad having a guitar tech in my house.
Oh, so he's an actual... That's part of his what he does, guitar tech, or
really just stuffs around it, but he's very good at it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And where else are you playing? Are you doing anything down the main street in Easter or anything?
Yeah, I'll be playing on Bull Street on Sunday with Brad from about 10 a.m. I think.
Okay, so you can catch both of you down there.
Yeah, that should be good. I'll be playing with Brad on Saturday as well.
Excellent. Nice little duo setup you got going there. So that's about it, unless you've got any other thing you want to plug as far as gigs or anything.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, we've covered most things. So tell us about the song tonight. Bill's written this song specially for tonight, apparently. So that's we had to put him under a bit of pressure having to have an original. So he's got together, and I've had a bit of a preview, and it sounds really good. But you can tell us about it.
Well, as you said, I just finished it this afternoon, so it's very recent. I don't really know. It kind of came from I put together a whole bunch of lyrics that I hadn't done anything with yet. I do that a little bit, just write down a line that I think is cool, and sooner or later you've got 30 or 40 lines you can pick out and just rearrange and song.
Excellent. So what's it called? Have you got a name or not yet?
At the moment I'm calling it On Fire.
On Fire. Okay, excellent. Well, we'll get you to jump up on the stage in there in a couple of minutes and show it off to everybody. So that's about all we got time for tonight. Don't forget, we will be doing some live streaming as soon as we get it back happening, and you'll be able to then tweet in and join in the conversation with us. That's the plan, to make it a bit more interactive. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Really appreciate it, and
Thanks
good luck.
for having us.
And I'd tell you what, out there, make sure you catch Bill and Brad playing sometime live, because even though it'll sound great tonight, it sounds even more fantastic, I think, on that stage, and just that atmosphere the boys get going. So thanks a lot, and here's Bill's song, On Fire.
In the grass and crept up on me. Now you're wrapped around my neck and I'm hanging by my teeth. I should have seen what you were doing before you got into my head. And now the black storm's coming and all I see is red. Into the ground, my soul locked up in chains. I'm dragging myself out of this hole and I'm pushing through the pain. There's a voice in my head telling me to take back what's mine. So watch me now, baby, I'm gonna set this place on fire. out sooner, but I just didn't have the time. Sweet as the silence and the whiskey, nothing's been done or said. And the black wind's howling, and the blood moans above my head. You had my face pushed into the ground, my soul locked up in chains, dragging myself back to the top, and I'm waiting on the rain. The voice in my head telling me to take back what's mine. So watch me now, baby, I'm gonna set this place on fire.
If you'd like to stay connected with MuzoHub, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.